From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, and it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up first and 10 at their 38. Now Hall to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now third and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. On first and 10, it's Hall. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Breece Hall, 48 yards. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Still going. They can't stop him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. On 1st down, Camp. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Quickly completed to the right flat. Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Camp. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
19 tight.
Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Paul on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he will have a Broncos as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 7, and the Broncos first down.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run it with Hall off the option. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Cincinnati Bengals.
In motion is Phillips. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, not going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
On third down, Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up fourth down. And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. They'll look to throw. Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now Jackson. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 20. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
In motion is Phillips.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TV. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And he'll be out of bounds
approach the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? On the ground, they'll set up the reverse, but he'll keep it himself. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jair Alexander in from the corner to make the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter. It's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
Phillips has it running the out route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Camp. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13.
So matching field goals here to begin this 3rd quarter of play, and we are tied again.
And this is how it's been all game long, very much like a boxing match. Each team counter-punching each other, neither gaining a clear advantage.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Jackson now.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 4. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Camp. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 7.
He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. They have 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Down the sideline he goes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Phillips. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins taking it in.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson options out left. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing is Jackson. This pass out wide to Hall. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Camp.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here comes second down at 5. They'll try the left side. Camp. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now. Camp, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On third down, Camp. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Down inside the 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect